Stampy tried to warn you. Okay, let's see what you tried to warn me about. Let's go.
Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Today,
if you're aged anywhere between 16 to 21, I'm sure that intro never fails to take you back to the good old days. You'd finish school at 3 PM, get home, put your bag down, and almost instantly become gripped to your screen, watching a brand new Let's Play. No matter what, everything just seemed okay. But what was so special about Stampy? Why him? Why does he remain a figure that's stuck in the nostalgic memories of an entire generation?
what?
Because I think that it's like exactly what this guy said. Is everyone used to come home, they used to throw their bags down, and they used to watch the Stampy video before they even did their homework. Okay, that's just the way everyone did it. Okay, and then you go into the next day and you talk about it with your friends. You say, "Wow, could you believe they launched into space?" Or they got this guy and they built this and whatever. I think it was just iconic because everyone watched it. It was like a big thing that everyone your age did. So it was so popular that you just had to be a part of it. Now, why? Why is the question? Why was it so popular? And I think the answer is because Stampy was doing what everyone wanted to do at the time, okay? He was at home playing video games, playing Minecraft with his friends. And that was it. That was his job. That's exactly what he did every day. And as a child, when you're at school and you've just been working on like math class doing division or whatever it was, and then you come home and you think, wow, I really want to do something. I really want to go play Minecraft with my friends. And you see some guy doing that as a full-time job. You want to be that guy. Why would you not want to be that guy? So I think it's like it's a desire to kind of have what he had, to kind of have that life of being able to just play video games as a job that caused people to be inspired by him. So I think that's a good reason.
Okay, here we go. I can hear the engine.
Well, I recently went back and decided to try replicate those good old days to try and find out. Now, yes, to clarify, I am a grown 19-year-old guy, and although this was for research purposes, I enjoyed it, okay? Reliving that moment was something I've yearned for, and hence coming in and watching those videos after work was comforting. But saying that, as I sat down and watched, there was something I noticed. Something glaringly obvious, but something 10-year-old me didn't really pay attention to before. I'd click on the video, and as you saw in the intro, we'd be greeted the exact same way every single time.
Minecraft Let's Play video.
Now, of course,
his intro was so iconic. Let's be real. His intro is like engraved in our childhood minds. We will never forget it. It's like we're probably like sleeping agents, like sleeper agents. You know, we'll be going through our lives like normal. And then they'll play that on like random hidden speakers in the world or out of our phones or something involuntarily. And we'll all just be turned into like super soldiers that we didn't know. So I reckon it's just so iconic. Everyone knows it. It's insane how many people have watched this guy's videos.
This isn't unusual, especially for YouTube at the time, which consisted of intros like But what was unusual?
Oh my goodness, those intros! I remember those. You had that one like that, or the other one that you had. Oh my goodness! Honestly, if you remember this, then we grew up the same. But those intros where you had like the name of the channel, and the camera would like spin round, and it would be like 3D moving, and then there'll be like lightning and some dubstep music in the background, and those were the days. Those were the days when people had actual intros to their YouTube channel. But nowadays, I feel like people don't do that anymore because of retention. Like, people have become so analytical about their videos. And, you know, I'm part of this. You saw my intro was super quick, right? I read the title, straight into the video. I'm not doing a big montage about this, that, and the other. So I get it. Like, you lose a lot of retention. You lose a lot of viewers when you do that. It's just wasted time, essentially. And you want to get people hooked, but there was something special about that time where everyone was doing the intro. That was really unique. It was kind of funny. Think back.
Usual was the consistency. That high energy, friendly, almost comforting voice that never seemed to differ.
Step for Mr. Stampy. Ow! Ow! That wasn't one small step, that was one giant leap.
As kids, we wouldn't look any further than that. We just assumed that's how he was. Sure, we may have seen his face from time to time, but it didn't matter to us. He was always just Stampy. Despite having tens of millions of eyes on him, that character never seemed to slip. And so as his presence grew, he became this figure we all kind of relied on. When he came home, regardless of the circumstances, he would show up in the exact same way every time. But the reality is, Joseph Garrett was around the same age as you are now.
So this is where we're staying. I'll catch up with you later. Maybe during the meal.
All we ever were shown was the character that we loved. The character who created the stories that for a moment took us to this place we all collectively knew.
The reindeers. Oh, these are presents.
This is a great point that he's making, is that Stampy was, for so many people, this absolute constant in their life. Like for literally years, almost every day, you could bank on there being a Stampy video out, okay? It was, you could have a bad day at school, or you could have a phenomenal day at school. But both days, there was always a Stampy video. Your parents could have an argument, or they could be amazingly doing something really cool, and both days you'll get a Stampy video. Children love just constant stuff and security in their lives, especially when they're young. They kind of need it, and I feel like Stampy just provided that. It was like a rock you could always rely on, no matter how bad it was, that he was always there. So I think that's a big reason. Like it's a kind of psychological thing, but definitely I mean I loved it. I was there every day.
These are presents. He must have hit something, and they must have.
And as we became more engrossed, suddenly every kid didn't want to be a lawyer. They wanted to be a YouTuber. They wanted to be famous. They wanted to be Stampy. Now, the real reason I made this video, as a 19-year-old guy who misses those times just as much as you do, is because I believe there is a deeper meaning behind StampyLongNose. It's not coincidence that millions reminisce on this man as a symbol of our childhood, when he showed us exactly what a man should be. Whether that was done on purpose or not, his willingness to show up to the millions that relied on him no matter what, isn't just what set him apart, but what made him the figure we can't seem to forget. It's likely he would have been going through the same struggle or confusion as you are now. In fact, the only difference is he showed up. And in a sense, I believe that's what he was trying to tell us this entire time. From being loved at work, loved by your friends, loved in school, loved in your relationship, or by your kids, it all comes down to showing up as they expect you to. I don't think everyone really wanted to be a YouTuber. I think we all just wanted to be loved the same way Stampy was. And with so many gurus out there today,
I think people just wanted to have that reliability in their life, and he was always there, which is kind of what I was saying before. But there's an interesting side point that we're kind of bringing up in a tangential way in this video, which is the fact that so many people wanted to be YouTubers and influencers right now. Okay, that's true. This is true. And he makes a good point, because I thought this whole children want to be influencers, children want to be YouTubers, streamers, whatever thing came about with like Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Those were the two main guys that I think of when I think about that epidemic. But Stampy was way before them. Stampy was way ahead of them. So it might have started even sooner. And this is great, because I never thought about that, and I do now think that it probably was a little bit of Stampy, because we wanted to emulate that. We wanted to be playing video games all the time and just doing that with our friends. So it's an interesting point. And I think, I mean, you see that still today. This effect where people would watch YouTubers and then want to be streamers, be influencers, that hasn't gone away. People haven't lost that ambition. I mean, that's why this guy's making the video, or why I'm making this video. That's why I'm doing it. That was a childhood ambition that was kind of not drilled into me, but I grew, I cultivated. And now I'm doing it, and now I'm here making this video for you and commentating. And you can think it's bad or you can think it's good, but I'm still doing it. But yeah, it probably does stem a little bit from Stampy video, and then also other people. But mainly Stampy is a good point. I had not thought about that.
Trying to convince young men into this fantasy version of manlyhood. I think it can be easy to get confused as to what it really means to be a man. But the biggest thing I realized upon returning to these videos again is that to be a figure like Stampy, to be a man, isn't all that complex at all. All it really takes is being the person others can depend on every single time. And look, maybe I read into this too far, but to me, I truly believe that is the real message of Joseph Garrett. We just had to grow up to finally see it.
So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!
Iconic outro as well. Let's not forget that. Wow. Okay, that was a lot deeper of a video than I thought. Now, to be honest, I don't think Stampy was making those videos with this intent, but this is a wonderful message to take away from the Stampy videos when we're older. So I appreciate this. I think he makes some great points. I think Stampy influenced a lot of people to become influencers. I think that was a main influence for me, especially. I can't really say for others, but I'm sure it's true. And I think he was really good for children because he gave them that security. And also, his content was nice. His content was good. Normally today, when you see stuff that sells, like newspaper that sells, or articles that get clicks or views, or videos that get clicks or views, it's always something bad. It's something negative. It's tearing someone down. It's the controversy, or how this went wrong, or this thing that blew up, or whatever. And Stampy was not like that. Stampy was getting millions of views, and every day he was putting a new name in the love garden. He was building a new mini game. He was playing a new survival world, or doing whatever. Like, it was a time of positivity on the internet. And I think we've kind of lost that. And a return to that would not be bad, I don't think, especially for young people. Especially for young people, because that's beneficial growing up with. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you enjoyed me yapping to you a little bit, chatting away, and just giving my general opinions, then you're going to love my last few videos that I've made, okay? I've got a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel, so go check them out. In the end card, I will have a video to DeepSeek I did. So DeepSeek is like a Chinese AI, and it was released by China, and basically it crashed a lot of the US stock market. And I know it sounds really boring, trust me. I'm not into finances or stocks or anything like that, okay? But chill out, go watch it. It's actually good fun, okay? We just give a bit of commentary, it's fine. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you.